what's going on.
All right.
All right.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Good.
I'm all right.
We're back.
We are back.
Back like we never left, baby. We are back. Football's back. Premier League's back.
Oh, yeah,
Man United are back. I'm back.
Thank God we left on a win.
Oh, imagine how bad the last 2 weeks would have been. We would have been in this place with all these knobheads and the feeling of defeat.
How many international games have you watched?
I watched France. I watched one of France's, and I watched Spain thump Germany. That's it.
That's me.
None. I know the answer. None.
Yeah.
None.
Well, I watched highlights of virtually all of them.
Did you watch Scotland's penalty shootout against Serbia?
I did.
McTominay's
Again, only upstairs, and I've only watched highlights. I didn't watch a single one of them live.
I don't mind international football, especially like
What?
Copa America stuff, South American stuff. Gets a little bit feisty. You see
I-
Cavani stepping on Richarlison?
Really want to go watch football in South America.
Oh, mate, I've been watching Maradona in Mexico. Have you seen that?
No, you told me
have
about
you?
that the other day.
Yeah, you should watch it if you can. It's about his time in Sinaloa when he was managing one of the teams in the first division. Nearly gets them promoted, but just the whole furore around him, and yeah, I loved it. But the fans and everything there are just crazy, and that's why I want to go like some of the big games in Argentina, Brazil. Be nuts in it. We should do that.
I want to go Chile. There's some mad stuff in Chile that I wouldn't mind experiencing. Same with Colombia.
Is it Chile who have a team called Palestina FC?
Is that a real team? I thought it was just
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that was like...
No, that's... I wear FC Palestina, but there's a team called Palestino FC, I think, maybe.
Maybe.
And it's Palestinians that moved over. I was watching a documentary on it. I think it might be in Chile. I might be wrong. Can you check that, Cam?
Colo Colo Stadium is one I want to visit. It's at the foot of a mountain.
I've bet on them before.
Looks amazing. This is
Colo
what I want... Like,
Emelec.
it's all
know
about
about them?
going experiencing football through... Like, I got a couple of mates that lived in Mexico for a time, and they're saying, like, you know, we'll go to Mexico, we'll go watch some games in Mexico. Real Mexican football. Can you imagine how sick that is? None of this, like, what is it, the Guadalajara, the one that plays in the MLS? Fuck that noise.
Chivas Guadalajara?
Yeah, no, fuck that noise. Let's go and watch proper gringo on gringo.
There's a team called Club America. There's an actual the genuine Mexican team. When I went to America in the pre-season, I sat amongst their fans for the United game, which I suppose is a little bit like because you're in there with them, proper Mexicans, and it was a friendly. And I remember like just chilling there at the United tap and doing videos, and some of them were actually angry that a United fan was sitting near them at a friendly.
Yeah, that's
and
a bit
thinking,
on top,
bro,
innit?
usually are on top.
So you go to an actual game, local derby. Like, I want to go to the Dakar derby in Senegal. Can you imagine how off it that's going to be? Uncle Pat said he'd take me to that, actually. Might have to call that favour in.
Uncle Pat, can we get him in? Maybe one day. What was he doing on? Why did when you said Uncle Pat, did I think of him? Because did you see his post the other day with Tevez and Rooney and him in the middle?
He's not roofed in right.
Brad Pitt, Senegalese Brad Pitt or something. What a man! What
he is not roofed in right. There's a place actually I really want to go in Senegal, which, I mean, to change the topic from being excited and happy and all this lot of stuff, it's the end of the world. Have you seen this gateway, this doorway? Oof, it's rum. It's rough.
What do you mean?
There's a doorway which looks west from Senegal, and it's the last door that all the slaves were taken out of before they were taken to the new world, if you like.
Oh shit!
Fucking rough. And there's I think
so.
There's a
What's
museum.
there currently?
Pull it up for us, please, Cam.
See, Club Deportivo Palestino are a club that was built by Palestinians, and they're in Santiago, Chile.
Nice. Cam, pull up that end of the world, Senegal, gateway to the new world. Or some. Let's get the actual word of it because it's pretty serious stuff. Let's pull it up.
That's crazy. So what kind of things?
There's a museum there.
It's a museum.
So there's a museum there, and this gateway is a gateway which literally is. Let's see if we can pull it up, and I'll be able to describe it better from actually seeing what it actually is and not fucking it up because it's pretty serious stuff. So let's get it properly. Are you doing that, Cam?
So that's when the West took slaves from Africa.
Or whoever it was, yeah. I imagine it was Westerners. Just search end of the world, Senegal, slave museum, something like that. Let's pull it up. So I know everyone's been there.
You are less than 5 minutes into Uncensored, and we've already gone from football and this and around the world to now we are deep.
Gory. Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah, it's a World Heritage Site. Go up.
You're a gory in English.
Yeah, I know what that means. Slide up a bit more. Again, that House of Slaves on that one there. Yeah, Door of No Return. Sorry, that's the name of
It's
it.
by Dakar.
Door of No Return. If you scroll down a little
Is that
bit.
located in the actual sea?
What? If you search Door of No Return. There you go.
Okay.
Look at that. So it literally is like there's a bit of rock below it. Scroll down. Let's get that one on the left on the second row there. There you go.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So
There's some
Obama's been a
spots like that
visitor.
completely different again, but in where was I though? Can't remember where I went, but I remember seeing some things like that by the beach.
Harrowing.
When I went on holiday. Yeah, that is a bit of a deep one, isn't it?
Mm.
It's a deep one. And you know what? You could go past that and think,
Nothing.
what's this little broke down door way? And not even think of it as a historical artifact like that. So it was right by the sea on that picture.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's right by the sea. It's literally that's.
I do want to go Africa more though. My cousin lives in Kenya in Mombasa, and I get invited out there a lot. And I do want to go out there to Mombasa, and we want to go out there to Nigeria and do stuff out there. And like, it would be sick to go out. I know I've been South Africa, but it was like just South Africa, and I was very sheltered because I was with like Ryan Giggs. We were in a hotel, and around the hotel was just armed police. Like you weren't in the real South Africa. Do you know what I mean? And I want to go to the real.
Do you know some family that live in South Africa, and she went, and I was tempted to go, and her uncle's a bit of a rumman, and he was like, yeah, he's like Stephen can come because he'll be all right carrying a firearm and stuff like that. I was like, fucking, how on top is this place?
It's on top.
Pretty fucking on top is the answer. But yeah, I wouldn't have minded checking out Cameroon. When the African Cup of Nations was there.
There's some beautiful places.
Oh, come on. Just imagine the colours of like an African Cup of Nations in Cameroon as well, because Cameroon's like pretty much a first world country too.
Just think of the music, the food, the colours.
Oh, the food would be outrageous, wouldn't it?
Atmosphere, like.
What's the meat do you reckon they eat in Cameroon?
Everything.
I'm sure it's chicken. I'm sure there's a lot of chicken. But I'm wondering, is it like a lamb place maybe? Because I know Morocco's quite lamb heavy. I wonder if it's like lamb, is it goat?
Asian, well, Moroccan kind of like Asian food.
Cameroon's Western Africa though, isn't it?
Morocco's in Africa, isn't it?
No, I mean, Cameroon's Western Africa though.
I don't know where they are on the map, but I know I want to go there.
That's another thing as well. Is have you ever seen the true map representations? Because the map that you see, when you drag stuff to the equator, it shrinks because of the way that they have to represent it on maps. Mental. So if you see some of those countries in Africa that are right on the equator, when they drag them like north, they go whoop like this.
We're all Africans though, aren't we?
All of us.
All of us. We're Africans.
That's what they reckon, isn't it? All man evolved out of Africa.
Yeah. I hate that. Like when we were kids, we grew up thinking, oh, you don't want to go to Africa because of the way it's painted in the media.
Well, what was the
things?
There was the Biafran campaigns, all of the what they called Red Nose Day, all of those charity appeals, Live Aid, all that sort of stuff.
But it represents.
It was full of famine and nothing.
Yeah.
But actually, is it fuck?
And you actually see similar things here.
Yeah.
The contrast of poor and rich and that. India's another place. Like India is such a beautiful place, but it's fucked up in equal measure. Like I remember coming out of our hotel. You got slums here, and it leaves you feeling like really contrasted. But then you go and help them, and they're like, "Fuck, we're happy, bro. Fuck off." Like they don't obviously they need things, but these people are happy, like living within their means.
Do you see a geezer from America the other day? I think he's called Tucker Carlson, I think, and he's like, if you listen to the media, you'll think America's this horrible place. But if you ignore everything that's going on, it's actually fantastic. And he's like,
there's some truth in that.
But ignore everything that's going on, you'll think it's the best place in the world. And he's like, and it is the best place in the world. You're like, no, it isn't.
But it's like here, though. If I say Britain's a great place, you'd look at the politics of it all and think, oh, well, is it?
No,
actually,
it was
Britain
more of
is
the
a
guy
great place.
saying, ignore everything that you're seeing and
you
reading,
can't.
and you'll think, and it's great. But if you actually read, like, it was actually like, if you actually pay attention, this is a shithole, so don't pay attention.
Yeah.
That was the vibe, bit more of like, this isn't a propaganda thing. This is a guy literally saying, stick your head in the sand because it's amazing. It's not amazing. And America's, I like America.
I love
wanna
America.
Visit more. But this whole, we're the greatest country in the world, you're fucking not. You're not even
Well, that's not
close.
an American thing, I don't think. That's a Western thing.
Do you reckon?
I think it may be enhanced by Americans and Americanism and the way we've almost become a 51st state and all that.
Where is the greatest place in the world? Because I'll tell you what, I bet somewhere like Singapore's up there.
just to be cheesy.
Innit?
Singapore was mint, but it was very expensive. It's very expensive.
So I wonder if you've got...
Value
is there
for money.
normal jobs in Singapore, or is everyone got to be a baller job?
Yeah, I think it's difficult to like get a property there and do, like, it's very hard to do. Like the car prices.
Yeah.
I remember, because we know a few people. I remember Hunter telling me how much like extra he had to pay for his car. You're like, bro. It's like in Barbados, you end up paying like 300% the value to get something sent over there.
Oh yeah,
it's difficult to get it done.
No Amazon Prime. For a car.
So yeah, Singapore was actually an amazing place. I'm upset that we didn't get to spend. You were there a bit longer than me, but I'm upset that I didn't get to be there a bit longer.
Was we?
Yeah, you were there like a day more than me or something. Because you went to the Stork Ashley Young, remember? And I went home.
We went to a Mckola event, and Ashley Young was there and wouldn't talk to us. Not only would he not talk to us, he wouldn't make eye contact with us.
I've met Ashley Young a couple of times, interviewed him once, great. Met him on the pitch once when celebrating, that was great. Yeah, I think we're cool. But
I don't think we are.
But it's weird because, like, sometimes, I know, obviously, you didn't think he was a great player, that's the truth. But sometimes, like, it's like with me, for example, like, with Martial, I will play on that now. Like, on a watch-along, I'll take the piss or, like, you know, have a little bit of a laugh and a joke and go over the top about something as a joke. And, like, sometimes I felt you were doing that. Like, you didn't rate him okay, but then if anyone said anything positive about him, it almost becomes just a joke, and a running joke, doesn't it? Where you,
do you know what
I think that's why it's hard to separate sometimes.
The problem is, everything lives in the middle. Everything. Everything is a shade of grey.
Malcolm is in the middle.
Every single thing is a shade of grey, right? So is Jose Mourinho the greatest coach ever, or is he the worst coach ever? No. He's in the middle. And he's probably more towards the greatest coach ever than the worst coach ever, but, like, everything's in the middle. Like, I would watch a game, I would form my own opinion, and then probably, I find this a lot, some commentator somewhere has said, oh, he was good. Or they've hammed up one aspect of a game, but missed the positioning, the poor decision making, something like that. And I'd maybe go, oh, I don't think Ashley Young was good today. But because a commentator or someone has said that he was, people are like, I thought he was great. Or look at that one cross he put in, in 90 minutes that he did one cross. And that eclipses all of the bad things he did. And the problem is then is you have to fucking double down on your opinion. And ultimately, like, and I don't like doing this, but this is a symptom.
Because you like Ashley Young. I remember you doing an event with Jaden.
Yeah.
And Ashley Young was amazing with both of you.
As a bloke, I got no issues with Ashley Young. But as a footballer for Manchester United, I saw a lot of flaws in him. Similar with other players. I see a lot of flaws in them as players. And I have, like my prejudice, yes. But my prejudice is for making better decisions at United.
But it's also like, that's what I mean, like, sometimes people fail to see, like the other day when we talk about Jack Grealish, and I was like, sign him. Like, whatever, like, and someone's like, oh, Adam's just being an idiot, he's not listening. I was having a little bit of fun, do you know what I mean, at the same time?
That's another thing as well.
A lot of things get lost in...
Our default setting in this place, in this office, is take the fucking piss out of each other. Honestly, some of the stuff that gets said in here is, it's career ending.
Cancelable.
It's a fucking piss take, because the default setting, and I think a lot of us come from similar sort of backgrounds, and there's obviously a big thing from the military, is our default coping mechanism is to fucking ruin your best mates.
It's like a football dressing room almost.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, I hate the word banter bit. I don't know why that became the default setting for it. But sledging, literally just taking the piss is how we communicate. Like, my office upstairs, when Joe walks past and goes, stay, I go, fuck off. That's my first answer to everything. Even if he's being sincere and serious, my answer is just fuck off. And sometimes I think that doesn't translate well to people watching. Maybe they've not got that in their own relationships.
Maybe speak to Joe like that, but staff, no.
No, all of them, including you, can all fuck off.
Yeah, but
that's the default setting.
I can take it. I'll give a bit back. Some people, it's like over there on that thing.
They're a bit wet.
Can you feel the tension between us two? They were saying. Was there any tension?
No, there was tension.
Violence.
Joe had his tension because I'd sat there for 45 fucking minutes
while
people fucked around with cameras and lights. That was the tension. There was tension. There's no tension here. The tension was, I'm fucking annoyed at sitting here for 45 minutes.
And he's scared of me anyway, so don't want to get too tense.
So yes, was the tension? Yeah, I was fuming. But not with him.
Because basically what was happening was we got one camera there, Go on, Cam. Go on. One camera there. One camera there. So we got 3 cameras. If they're all different colours, which Cam does sometimes, you know, I'll be yellow on one, brown on the other one, and white on this one, then we need them to match it up. And apparently, we've got a message coming through from Cam who says, you were fumingly wrong.
No, the colour of the fucking videos didn't match. I'm not getting into it on here. But at the end of the day, I was fuming, but it wasn't. Like people extrapolate something into something else because they have 1% of information and like 99% of a picture is in the dark, so they guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was I fuming? Yeah. Was I fuming with him? No.
Have we ever been angry with each other? I don't think we have, innit? Not seriously. Not yet.
I can think of.
It's because I know when he's in a mood. He knows when I'm in a mood. Just don't.
I'm usually in a mood. That's usually the way I go.
And
Steve's probably in a mood.
I just don't get too close to the knobhead, to be honest.
Cam's going to die off camera.
He loves you more than Minecraft, Steve. Where's this Steve thing? Is it because basically Steve is doing a video or regular videos with Rio Ferdinand?
Rio said Steve.
Now, first off, it's a big look, yeah? So you shouldn't be so angry.
I ain't angry.
You get to chat to Rio every week.
Steve is from him in there.
But Rio,
and I don't know why it's funny.
But Rio did
Or why
call
he
you
thinks it's funny.
Steve.
No, he didn't. Go watch the first one that we did. I don't remember the second one he did. He says
Rio.
Steve. It's a bit echoey in his house though.
Rio. I know you're watching this, bro. Call him Steve next time. Emphasize it. Put a V at the end.
We had a package
Stevie.
come yesterday as well which says Steve Howson on it, and Alex thought that was dead funny.
Yeah, of course Alex found that funny. Most dry geezer in here. Hope he's watching. What's been going on this week anyway? Not been watching international football, so what have you been doing?
What have I been doing?
Apart from fiddling with graphics for things.
By
the way, if you are good with graphics and design, and you live in the Manchester area, holla.
Yeah, there might be a job going. Building a bar upstairs.
Yep, we need to get that on.
Looks good, doesn't it? Colour, the paint. You see the
So
paint?
for those that want to know, obviously we took over the channel. We took over full-time Devils
It
in
was
June.
like a military coup. July.
It was like the Republican coup of the election. We took over.
I didn't shoot anyone though.
We took over the channel. We then merged the channel, and then like this, like that. And then once they were merged, obviously we all became a big team.
In the ballroom.
We have downstairs, which is this area you see here.
And then the bit that you see with the mural.
With the
where we do the
watch-along.
watch-alongs.
And now we've got a bigger bit upstairs, which has got his glass case of emotions, because we know this geezer's an idiot. When I go home, we can't leave him alone with these bellends because he's gonna kill someone. So we have to lock him up for his own safety. And we got this big space as well. So it's great, really.
It's actually worked really well with COVID.
What have you made, this is a great place to talk about. What have you made of, has it been 6 months since we took
What?
over?
How bad are you at maths?
4 months, 5 months. It was nearly December.
Right.
June.
But July, so...
Oh, okay.
So it's been about 4 months.
4 months.
Uh,
What have you made of it all? What have you learnt?
It's been difficile with Rona.
It has.
It's been difficile not going to the fucking game.
Yeah, because that's our bread and butter, isn't it?
It's been difficile, which is
I
French.
don't know what that means.
French for difficult.
Okay.
Starting a football team in the middle of a pandemic wasn't the best idea I ever had for time management, because I thought a couple of training sessions and a match a week. A bit more than that.
But I think once you get past that, it all being new and it getting started up from fresh, and you get a season behind you, it all start rolling.
Yeah, there's processes that we're becoming more efficient with. Obviously, the staff, the secretary that we've got, Julie, who's an absolute G. She's right on top of it. Because, you'd be amazed at how much shit
I know how much shit there is.
registrations
obviously.
and fucking... I have to upload stats.
I used to go to a lot of the meetings, the league meetings. Obviously, I was captain of one of my teams back in the day, and you see all the stuff they do, and then even the stuff that you don't see, like going on behind the scenes. That's why grassroots football. Obviously, we're in a privileged position a little bit where you've still got to do the groundwork, but you've got an audience, haven't you? You've got people that watch. You've got people that buy merch and things like that. Whereas a lot of
recruitment has been very easy.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't have that. And if you look at your grassroots teams in and around your area or clubs that you play for, you should start to appreciate them because you'll realise how much legwork has to go in the background. There's a lot of it. What about the channel? Has it gone how you expected it to?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah, there's some other stuff that I would like to do with shows. Again, the Rona's made it so difficult because I really like the behind enemy lines thing that we were doing with Joe. There's more collaborations.
You want to do more interviews?
Yeah, travel. Like, I want to get over to Lisbon and go and fucking cuddle Uncle Cantona. Like, there's so much of that I want to do, not only just from the main Paddock channel, but from my own channel and experience some of that, like we were saying before, like started the show with South America. That's just ended, and even from a purely personal point of view, like, if you'd have fucking said to me, Steve, we're going on holiday and it's going to be one of them Mediterranean round the pool fellas that you did with your parents when you was a kid, I'd have been like, fucking shoot me. I don't want to do that. And then about 2 months ago, I got it. We was walking Blake round somewhere and I went, I get it.
Just needs to be on holiday.
Because like me and Janine, we ain't doing one of them round the pool holidays. We go do mad shit. Like we fucking hire a car and drive halfway across America. That's what we do. That's the sort of holiday we like. But I got it. I like just watching Blake. Can't remember what the fuck we was. But just watching her doing something, and I was like, "Oh, shoot me, man!" I couldn't think of anything worse than just sitting around a pool in a fucking half-board hotel or something.
Sometimes I love that. Just, what I find these days, especially because you have your phone constantly on it. It's an addiction, isn't it? Really, a lot of it is.
Oh, undoubtedly.
And you can't. I like that. Oh, do I need to check my phone? Or like, because even though I have a day off here, I'll still check Paddock's Twitter, make sure no one's fucked anything, or check the YouTube, or watch the videos, or even if it's my day off, I'm still doing. So you're still switched on. I don't think I've switched off for 8 years in terms of like Devils and Paddock and what we're doing. And so when you do have those chances to just switch off, shut your phone off, sit there, do fuck all, I love it, man. Oh, I love it. I was supposed to be like. I should have had a tan by now.
But you would have been. When would have been the wedding?
Last week.
See, so every cloud.
Every cloud. Getting married to David Beckham.
Yeah, like even like I wouldn't mind booking a holiday so I've got something to look forward to. What's the fucking point? What is the point?
I've got like flights there that I need to rearrange, and it's like
when
you're only allowed one rearrangement. So it's like if you rearrange it and it gets cancelled, then what? Like. So, yeah. Everyone's going to Dubai. Did you see Heady One on that fight on the plane?
My mate Bren's there.
Tion Wayne, Heady One.
Begging for a fight out there.
Did you see them fighting on the plane?
No.
Do you know who Heady One is?
Nah.
Tion Wayne?
No.
Jaden knows. Ask Jay.
Cool. He's 14.
They have beef.
I'm almost 40.
They have beef.
Right.
See each other on a plane. What's the one thing you don't do on a plane?
Open a door.
Or look to get arrested,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And they both started swinging at each other. Wow, Tion started swinging.
One of my mates got put on a no-fly list. He's what is? There's a lot of off-the-record shit. Let me try and find the fucking way I can navigate it correctly. So everyone knows my mate Ben, right?
Yeah. So
they was on a holiday flight to Zante. One of the lads had robbed Ben's shoes, took his shoes off in the middle of the flight. There's like 30 of them going, lads holiday. One of the lads had took his shoes and hid them.
As you do.
Yep. So Ben stands up and goes, someone don't tell me where the fucking shoes are, I'm going to open the door. Right? They calmed him down, ish. Big sneakerhead Ben. Wasn't happy about having his shoes robbed. But 3/4 of the plane has seen this guy stand up and he's sitting on the row where the door is. So 3/4 of the plane stand up, or see him stand up and go, I'm going to open the fucking door. Now the plane comes into land. right? As it's taxiing, so it's landed, it's still probably going like 200 miles an hour, isn't it? The door opens. Next door but one's a Ben. So Ben gets arrested. It wasn't Ben that opened the door. It was one of my other mates called, let's just say...
Anonymous.
Passenger A, let's say that. Because he got put on a no-fly list after this. But Ben said, like...
Did Ben did or they did?
What?
Ben got put on the no-fly list.
They all got put on the no-fly list. They all got told they were getting deported, and they was arrested at gunpoint in.
So he was on the way in.
Yeah, in Greece on the way in. And Ben was like, I didn't fucking touch the door, like, and he was like, yeah, but we got a plane full of people that said you threatened to open the door, and the door gets opened right next to where you're sat. And eventually, my mate who did do it admitted it. He was like, why'd you open the door? And he was like, no.
Funny. You know, like a clip when he asked Jay, why'd you do that? It's just funny.
But yeah, that fuck it, I'll have to tell you later. There's
yeah, but that's one of the things I know, like, I'm the kind of person that if someone asks me a stupid question or tries to get funny with me or member of staff's being a dickhead, I'm going to probably tell them, like, yo, you're being a dickhead, like, fucking fix up. But on a plane, I'm not looking to argue with the pilot. I'm not looking to argue. Thank you, Miss Patterson. Just looking to get off the plane, especially brown, beard. I don't want to be on that plane causing trouble. Don't be an idiot on a plane. And don't think because you've seen two rappers doing it, you can now get away with it.
They take shit way serious on a plane.
Yeah, it's way more serious.
I don't understand why. Why not a train?
Because it's in the air, innit? It's dangerous.
Well, if you set off a bomb on a fucking train, it's going to cause as much havoc as it does on a plane.
No.
You can walk in and out of train stations,
but that's
not a problem.
You're on about...
All right, you have a fight on a train, have a fight on a plane. It's the same.
It's not.
It is.
But people get scared different on a plane.
But I can't...
Yeah, it's like, is it because there's no real legislation for it?
For what?
Like, because where are you?
You're in the fucking sky.
It's not UK law. It's not.
All right. Well, let's just say even a domestic flight. Because if you kicked off on a plane from London to Manchester, you'd be treated different than if you was fighting on a train from London to Manchester, and that's wrong in my opinion.
Yeah, but don't fight on any planes. Don't fart on planes either. I hate when people do that.
Oh, you have to do that. It's air pressure. It's just healthy. I had a plane sent out to recover me from Oman. A whole plane with crew on it.
I thought you just said a plane rescued you from your old man.
No. Oman, the country.
Oman, the country.
In the desert.
Yeah.
And this isn't a heroic story. I did a backflip into the sea and perforated my eardrum. Just proper slapped at the side of my head. But because they didn't know what the fucking crack was, Joe, with like flying and air pressure and like perforated ear, they sent a whole, I think it was a VC-10 medical plane out from Bryce Norton to collect me, but didn't tell me. So I got on the regular flight back. Really interesting this, with a perforated eardrum, and there was water stuck in my ear as well. All that happened, Joe, when you're going up and down in the pressure, my ear farted. So like little bits of water would drip. So when you get earache, I didn't get earache, it just farted. And
Is it like when,
leaking
you know when you get water in your ear after swimming or a bath, and then you stand there for ages like this, and then it dribbles out and it's warm? Was it like that?
Yeah. Oh, and it was farting the entire way down. It was the maddest experience ever. And then I got there and there was a bloke waiting there for us. Like there was all these coaches to take us all back to camp, and there was a guy standing there and he went, "What the fuck?" I went, "What?" And he goes, "I've been sent here to get you." I went, "What am I?" And he was like, "You're not meant to be here for another couple of hours because you're supposed to be on a plane on your way up." And then my sergeant major was there, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I was like, "Let's just have this conversation." Like, I was like, and he went, "Yeah, they sent a whole plane out for you." I was like, "Well, no."
What was the difference in flights?
One was a medical flight with like nurses on it to look after my.
Oh, okay, just in case shit happened.
But my ear was just going. I used to think, man, I've wasted some taxpayer money, me.
And we used to only think there was two parts of your body that could fart.
Yeah. Should we say that one for another time? Yeah. I wrote off an £18 million helicopter.
Yeah, I have actually heard that story. I like hearing your war stories, but we should maybe save them for another day. And it's like I said, we should have a section on here called During the War, which we'll probably bring in next year. During the war. But we need a jingle.
That little cove in Oman is near a place called Salalah. It was a little cove. It was fucking beautiful. The sea was well shallow as well. So like maybe 80 metres out and it was still like a foot deep.
Oh, I love that.
So you could just lie in it like being in a bath. And like being in a bath, because it was only a foot deep and it was like 48 fucking degrees, it was warm. The sea was warm, Adam.
There's a
warm
place
sea.
in Barbados like that. What beach is
Is
it?
Barbados the one with the pigs?
Pebbles or Miami? No, it's Bahamas. It's Pebbles or Miami Beach. But there's a beach and there's a bit on it where the water comes round and it gets really shallow, and it's just mint. But then there's also a place. There's a brewery place, and it's so basically Rihanna's bought a street in Barbados where her mum and that lives. And if you drive up there and then drive past it and you go towards the brewery and that, the brewery leads out to a beach.
What brewery?
Beautiful beach. It might be Banks, but I'm not sure. So there's a brewery there, and the brewery has a pipe which goes out into the sea, and it just releases like hot air. But then there's like a real shallow bit by that thing, and the hot air makes that shallow bit like boiling hot. And people go there and like, it's called the hot pot in Barbados, and people go there and chill in that. And it's supposed to be really good for your skin apparently as well. Women love it.
Until your skin falls off in 20 years.
Yeah, or you get cancer or something like that. But yeah, that's the hot pot.
I need to go and do a Caribbean rum tour, I reckon. That's where it's all from, innit?
Remember Sneaky Tony's? That was a good place.
Sneaky Tony's. Oh, was that in Straya?
Perth. They need to keep things open next time when we're there, don't they? We
Yeah.
can't go Perth.
How mad's this, right? And for those that don't know, Perth basically shuts at like
Perth's on lockdown every week.
6 p.m.
Every week
It
lockdown.
was about 10:30, wasn't it, at night?
It was
That
10
was
o'clock.
it. Done.
Whose group did we meet again? The
What?
rapper. I remember he was with. Remember the rappers?
J. Cole or something?
No, it weren't J. Cole. I was. Who done This Is America? Don't catch me slipping that. Who done that? Donald Glover. Childish Gambino. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
His whole. So we were there, and
Didn't,
Joe started churching
alright,
one of
never mind.
Childish Gambino's.
I was going to keep it anonymous, but yeah, all right.
Oh, sorry. Nothing happened.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was good. It was.
Apart
good.
from everywhere shutting it, like,
Yeah, it's on lockdown. It's like lockdown here, tier 3 lockdown.
yeah.
Pubs have to shut at 10.
But just, that's you.
And Sneaky Tony's was like in Chinatown, and it was like in this
I tried
back
to use my
street.
Twitter as ID as well.
I've used my Twitter as ID before.
The guy was like, you can't come in without ID. And I was like,
Verified.
I know this is going to sound utterly mental, but did I get in the club though?
Yeah.
Yes, I fucking did.
Yeah. I mean, where did we go after that? We went somewhere. It was like, do you sell beers? And we're like, nah. It was horrible. It was horrible. But anyway.
Oh, when are we next? Are we on tour 2021?
No, if it's there, I'm there.
All right. I didn't ask that. Is there gonna be a tour 2021?
If I had to guess now.
Because
I'd
I
say
reckon
no.
they got to start planning that shit today.
I reckon they will be planning it.
On the off chance.
And they'll keep it a real simple one. Whether it's
what, like
Scandinavia
real
or...
Prestatyn,
You never know.
Aberystwyth.
Scandinavia would actually be good.
Not hot though.
Not, yeah, we need an America. We need
One of them where I go, I don't want to move, it's too hot.
Yeah, we need
One of them places. Wherever that is, I need that.
We need that. We need to go, yeah. Please, I hope the tour happens next year. I genuinely do. Because we need it. And
you know,
if you think about it, the timing, like you're probably not going to get a flight in the next 3 months. So it'd be the first
Well, they reckon
time.
all the vaccines might be out by, like, expect everyone to have them by summer.
I'm going to wait for at least a couple months to see everyone else have theirs first.
Right, let me just fucking burst your bubble there. You ain't getting one in the first few
Oh,
months
good, anyway. It's a bit like a PlayStation fucking 5.
Yeah, you ain't getting one, so don't worry about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to be the first guy in line for that.
No, I don't want to
And
get
you go,
that first.
what batch number was that? And you're like, what? Are these the ones that make a foot grow out your ass? Yeah, you don't want to be. Yeah, don't let someone else at the beach. You just come in on a boat afterwards. But yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, for all of the conspiracy theorists and all the rest of it, like fucking flapping about different stuff, you're gonna get it. So just shut the fuck up and get it.
I know, and I'm like, I'm not going to get it at first. Because I'm not anti-vax, I'm just common sense. Let me wait a little bit.
Well, it's like when they bring out laser eye surgery. Do you want to be first in
Yeah,
line
you
for
don't
that?
wanna
Well,
get that
fucking
first.
doctor, fucking.
When you heard Turkey were giving everyone a hairline again, you didn't rush over there first, didn't it? Like, we didn't send Jay over there. Like, wait, see if everyone else's works first. So yeah, I'm gonna wait, and then. But if like I was to get they were like, you can't get that without that. I'll be like, oh, fuck it, just stick it in me.
Yeah.
Because...
And give me an injection too.
And hopefully that's not quoted out of context.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, you're going to go and try and book a flight and they're going to go, cool, have you got your paperwork for your COVID vaccination? Not only leaving this place or getting on a plane, wherever you're going to is probably going to want some documentation that you're not bringing the Rona in. So, and again, otherwise it's going to be like, yeah, we'll go to Singapore when you're not there for 4 days, but you got to do 14-day quarantine. You're like, what? Because how shit's it all going to be if you've got a quarantine everywhere?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, if the players are having to get one, just fucking get one, because like, do you think they're gonna fucking?
It's like that meme of Dan that says, "If you like do it first, I'll do it." Have you seen that meme, Dan? It's gone everywhere. That has. Shout out Filthy Fellas, by the way, always killing it. But yeah, that's been enough for us. I think I'm wrapping it up. I don't know about you. I'm gonna go. You can sit here on your own if you want.
Oh, I can talk.
I know you can. Probably get us cancelled. But
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you know what? Even drunk, never got us cancelled. And I've been fucking obliterated a couple of times.
I've been asked to cut
channel.
a few things out of a few things, so we'll say that.
Prove it.
Someone will. You don't ask the internet to prove it. They can make proof up.
No, that's gone. Deep fakes. Oh, I wonder what the first deep fake we're going to get is.
Well, we've already had it, but who's going to get done by a deep fake first? Oh, God, I don't even want to think about that.
Ollie.
Guys, make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, keeping it locked to Stretford Paddock. Subscribe to Steve's channel as well. Subscribe to my channel as well if you can. We'll be back next week. We asked for loads of questions for Uncensored, and guess what? We didn't do one of them.
All right, I'll do one of them. Someone asked me, and I'm sorry I forgot your name, but I just remembered it. I think it might have been Jav or Jay. One conspiracy.
Oh, that you wish was true.
No, that you'd like to know the truth behind.
I don't know if it's because I've been watching it recently. Princess Di. Because I think I think we all know it, but to know every detail of what happened, because I think if you knew every detail of what happened there, it'd open a can of worms. Like you've never ever seen.
So like if there's like government sanctioned assassinations.
Well, it wouldn't have been government sanctioned, right? It would have been royally sanctioned.
I think they still have to get it done through the government.
Yeah.
Or through the
but
MI5
like
military.
That happening, I think that shows you then that whoa, a lot of other shit goes
All
on.
I'll say, kid, is I saw of and heard some shit that made me go, whoa.
About?
Well, things. And
on the topic I just said?
No, not about. I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
Obviously, I was.
Apart from they did it.
12 when that happened.
It's so weird as well because my nan is Irish, well was Irish, God bless her, and so they are very anti-monarchy, but she loved Princess Di. Was that because Princess Di was seen as anti-monarchy?
Don't know.
A little bit.
I mean, you can get into how she was fucking 16 when they hooked up and all the rest of it.
That was dodge as fuck, by the way. And he went to meet her sister, dated her sister, and then was like, "Your school girl sister's all right." And it was because she was pure blood.
What?
Like pure.
What, like a vampire?
Like virgin and that, innit?
Oh,
They didn't want him to marry Camilla Parker Bowles because
she looks like a horse.
she got married as well.
Right, okay.
And that.
All right.
God bless Princess Di.
But no, there's some. No, did you spend a week with gigs? What's going on here? What is that?
Can I ESD?
Yeah, I think there's some shady shit's happened.
So which one would you want to know the truth to?
I would have said Roswell. Because...
Is that the alien one?
Yeah. So it's like, it's the front page of some papers, we've got aliens. And then the next day they go, oh, no, we have a balloon. Fucking really? Fucking did you know?
I've never really looked into that one properly.
But
Is it connected to Area 51?
Undoubtedly. And I actually think Area 51 is very much experimental weapons.
Yeah, they do that.
Like
But
I very much think
also
that's that. Maybe.
Aircraft and things like that, innit?
I also now reckon that if there was any sort of alien shit there, I now reckon it's probably at Area 52. Well, like, You don't keep it all in the same spot.
Was it 2020? Was it this year when that event on Facebook went viral and everyone went to Area 51?
That was meant to be this year.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
Mental. No, people actually went.
Storm. Yeah, about 12.
It's in Nevada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Because at one point they was like, they blasted out the boundaries, so you can't get within miles of the place.
Do you know anything? I'm not asking you to tell me. As a have you ever had to sign something or swear secrecy?
You mean the Official Secrets Act? I think it's 1995. Yeah, I had to sign the Secrets Act. Okay,
so everyone has to do that.
I think everyone in the military does, yeah.
But was there anything like an event that happened, and you can't tell anyone about that, or related not to the army or war, or like that the army would have known of, or.
There's a few things that I'm not really comfortable talking about on camera.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to.
No, there's. I don't know how you fucking say this without. I'm very careful about what I say about my military career on camera. There's stuff that I witnessed that I don't think I'm allowed to talk about, but no one ever was like, "Hey, no talking."
But you signed that thing, so.
But I think everyone signs that thing, and I never read it.
So like,
you just get all sorts thrown in front of you, sign that.
Because you know how some soldiers will write a book.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to do that?
No.
Is there a time period where that?
I think everyone has to send any sort of book that they write to the Ministry of Defence for approval. Because put it this way, I know I'm in a book, in a couple of books from Afghanistan.
What, your pictures and that, or just the stories?
Both. There's one by a guy called Ed Macy. It's not his name. I'm not going to tell you what his real name is.
Locations and names.
Yeah.
It's like rap songs, so you don't snitch. 50 don't snitch, he just changes names and locations.
So, like, I know of that. There's other books that I've read where I've gone, that didn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
And there's some fantastic chronicles of things that did happen. And there's some things that I was witness to that I saw propaganda being played, but I understand the reason for the propaganda. There was something that happened. There was an incident that happened. See, this is why I don't like talking.
Yeah,
about
let's not.
I didn't get it
we all know propaganda exists.
Let me get this out. So,
I thought you didn't want to.
I'm trying to fucking
step on eggshells around it.
There was an incident that happened, and there was a couple of waves of something, and then a third wave came with Afghan troops on and a reporter, and it was made out to be that Afghan troops did something that they did not.
But just to get public support.
Yeah, but I understand the reasons for that. Now, the reason that was told to me why they did that was because we're leaving at some point. Those Afghan troops have to have respect. The Taliban has to respect those local Afghan troops, and they'll respect them if they think they're kicking their ass week in, week out.
Okay.
So you go, I get that. Now, there was other stuff that I saw which blew me a fucking way, like the way things get moved around the country. Mind-blowing stuff. And again, no one ever says to you, don't talk about this, but there's a kind of like, okay, 7/7 bombings was an interesting day.
I don't know where we're going with that. So,
well, there was,
was that the one on the bus?
And in the tube station.
Because I'll be honest, I don't really pay attention to all that. Stay out of the news. Don't watch the news. Because it's full of shite.
There was parts of that job which were fucking great. And you feel like you're making a difference, and it's exciting and challenging in fucking ways that you couldn't imagine just doing YouTube now. But obviously there's aspects of that job which suck dick as well.
I can imagine. But on that note, actually, can we end it on a happy note? The score this weekend against West Bromwich Albion.
Right, West Brom are fucking poo.
Oh God.
Isn't it? Well, exactly. Oh God. Now, what the fuck do we do about that? Because this is a game we are expected to win. We should win, and we're gonna fuck it up.
We shit 'em, like young Spence says. We'll shit 'em. I'm going 4-0 with Martial scoring. Hat trick. Where you going?
I'll say 2-0 because they've been lacking goals. Good on the counter though.
Lovely. Anyway, guys, get your predictions in below. Let us know what you thought of what we spoke about today. And like we mentioned, we want to be coming around the world. So maybe when this lockdown's over, Howson and Mckola are Uncensored, or Mckola and Howson Uncensored.
In your house.
Will be in your yard. For now.
In your 5-star hotel in Maldives.
6-star. Can you get 6-star? You can.
Yeah, there's one in Dubai at 7, I think.
Was that one in Singapore?
That's just flexing, isn't it?
I don't think it was. But anyway, see you in a bit.